I just decided that I need to do some inlays on a headboard. I'm gonna show you what it looks like. There's a couple knots. I wanna fill them, not fully, but just stitches. This one especially doesn't look great, so I'll put something like this, or maybe I'll do an X. Not sure. I'm gonna show you how I do this. This is a little new to me. I usually do that by hand, but I got a Shaper Origin very recently, not an ad, just bought it. It's really cool. So I'll show you how I do this. So I just need to create a sketch. And I'm using Fusion 360. I'm just gonna make some shapes. I don't know exactly what I need yet. Laid out a couple shapes, but I'm gonna make a file with some options, and I'm just setting the dimensions of what I want this to be. Here's another view of those. I'm also gonna make a couple circles, just in case. Happy little circles. Oh, buddy. Next thing I do is, I think, tools. You go up to export from Shaper. And I get to just select the sketch. Just gonna select all of those. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna call these inlay 1. And then I'll go upload it to the cloud. Then I just upload it to Shaper Hub after saving the SVG file. This would be more complicated if these were more complicated shapes, but really anything you can draw on CAD, you probably can cut with Shaper. Some things you might have to do a little work, like these rectangles. They're not going to be perfect, but I'll just cut it with a chisel to square off the corners. I realized before we get into the Shaper part, gotta cut the stitches. So I'm going to process this quick, and then we can lay it out and have a good idea of cut into the slab, which you can't take that back. We'll have a good idea what it'll look like. Now we've got these cut, and kind of play around with different layouts. One of these sides is smooth, one is rough from the bandsaw. That's all right. Got these. I don't know if I'm going to use those or not. Maybe a little baseball. A baseball and a bat. All right, so I think I have a layout here. I'm going to put this as A. I'm just going to remind myself this is a 3 by 5/8. This one. And then I'm going to do something like this, where I think these two are identical. We're just going to maybe figure out a way, maybe something like that. Not quite an X, but take out a little bit of that, fill that in, get across that. So we're actually going to glue one in, flush it up, and then lay this over top after that one's in.